If you see me wiping my cheeks with this paper towel, it's because I cut myself shaving. So, and I was bleeding, didn't know how much I was bleeding until I came here. All right, so this evening we're doing part 2 on balancing our inflammation. Remember last week we mentioned that we need a certain amount of uh, inflammation. Sister Ruffin, really good to see you. There we go. Now I see you, Sister Ruffin. Can you hear me, Sister Ruffin? Okay, her video's on, but not the audio. All right. Yeah, we are saying that our bodies need inflammation because when we get an injury or we fall or what have you, the body secretes inflammation to engulf whatever might be hurting us. So we need inflammation, but we also need our immune system not to overreact to everything and not only cause us to get allergies. Because remember, we said that if you don't have a good balance of pro and prebiotics in our gut, this would lead to our immune system overreacting because our gut is the one that teaches and trains our immune system how to respond to anything coming into our body and not just to react. And the overreaction of the immune system is what leads to allergies, to different things, and to excess and chronic inflammation. All right, so that's the backdrop of last week. But of course, before we go more in detail, we need with some things we need to do. First of all, I want to tell you that there are two things. The first thing is to take notes. Take notes, right? The shortest pencil is longer than the longest memory. Take notes. Get a paper and writing instrument. Take notes. Take notes. The second thing is to stay away from the 5 worst words in the world. And the 5 worst words in the world, I have heard that before. That creates closed-mindedness instead of open-mindedness. There are also two promises I'm going to make to you. Promise number one, you will learn something today that you can use right away. And promise number two, I'm available to work with you further should you find a need for that. Let's quickly go over our disclaimer. The information provided in this presentation is intended for general informational purposes only and should not be considered as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. As an naturopathic doctor, I am sharing insights and suggestions based on my expertise in natural health and wellness. However, it's important to consult with a medical doctor before making any significant changes to your health regimen, especially if you have underlying medical conditions, you are taking medications, or have specific health concerns. All right. Let's move on to our presentation. So we are continuing from last week, and we're looking at how our diet affects inflammation in our body, how your diet affects the amount of inflammation that's in your body, right? We want to understand the food inflammation connection. So I want you to think of your body as a high performing or high performance car, right? Think of your body as a high performance car. And you see two of them on the screen there. Now, those of us who drive or used to drive, if the manufacturer calls for your car having gasoline, but the diesel prices are less expensive than the gasoline, is it okay to put some diesel in your gas engine?
No,
Why not? Why not? Why not?
It was not designed for diesel, it was designed for gas.
Okay. So how many of us agree with Sister Jocelyn that our bodies were not, if we were a car, or a gas car was not designed for diesel, it was designed for gasoline. And therefore, you should only put gasoline and, of course, the right type of gasoline in the car. Anybody agree or disagree with that?
I agree.
Okay, all right. Okay. So then, if we're thinking of our bodies as a high performance car, then the fuel that you put in determines how well it will run. Does that make sense? Come on, guys, talk back to me. Talk back to me.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Ah, Sister Punisher has joined us. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, welcome. Welcome. All right. So, in the same way, the food that you eat affects how your body works, including the inflammation levels, right?
Mhm.
Work the
Mhm.
same way. All right. So, what do you think could be an impact or the impacts of your dietary choices, right? So, certain foods, remember we said we're pretending our bodies are high performance cars, right? Gasoline cars. And if you
Mhm.
put diesel in there, it's going to damage the engine of the car, right?
And
We
then
need
it can move
gas
it.
and the right gas, right? Okay. So
Yep.
certain foods can either fuel inflammation or calm down the inflammation in our bodies. So think of it, it's like choosing between throwing gasoline or water on a fire. Now, somebody help me understand what
Mm.
will possibly happen if if you made a mistake and instead of picking up the water can, you picked up the gas can and you threw it on
Mhm.
a fire. What would happen? Would that increase the fire? Or would that calm down the fire?
Increase as a recipe for disaster.
Oh, the recipe for disaster. Wow. Right? So, but if you throw water on the fire, right? Of course, depending on the type of fire, right? If you put water on the
People does
fire,
that.
90% of the times the fire calms down or goes out. Yes? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Could be. Could
Right.
be. Depends on what kind of fire, as you said.
Correct, right? So if we know that there are foods that will fuel the fire of inflammation, will make it worse, should we eat those foods?
No.
If we know that there are foods that, like water, would calm down the inflammation, should we eat those foods?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, your words, not mine. Your words, not mine. All right, okay. So let's talk about fueling inflammation, right? Fueling inflammation. Some foods, like processed snacks, right? Like we see over here, right? Well, first of all, we should not be snacking, all right? And let me correct that. If you have a snack, sorry, if you have a dessert that you want to eat, you want to eat your dessert right after you finish the meal.
Mhm.
You don't keep the dessert for a snack. Not even a grain of nuts should enter your mouth after you have finished your meal, especially if about an hour or so has passed, because it takes about an hour to hour and a half for your body to secrete hydrochloric acid to begin to digest the food that's in your stomach. Anything you put into your mouth thereafter would stop the process of digestion of the food already in there, and the body is now getting ready to digest the new food that you have introduced into it. And the former
Mhm.
food stays there and rots, and you pass gas, and nobody wants to be around you. You go to the bathroom, and when you leave, you feel as though you left a friend behind, right? And if somebody lit a lighter, there might be an explosion. You're with me. You're with me, right? That's from
Mm-hmm.
that food that has rotted in your stomach. All right. So no snacking at all, not even a fruit, nothing, just except for water. And the water should be about an hour, hour and a half after you have eaten. All right. Okay, good. So we're saying that some of the foods that fuel inflammation is processed foods, processed snacks. We also have sugary treats, as we see here. And then we have uh, greasy fast food, greasy fast food. All of these can rev up inflammation in your body. And if you look at the picture below, the three of them, you'll see the person throwing logs into the fire. When you throw logs into the fire, does that calm the fire down or does that intensify the fire?
Intensify.
Intensify, right? So it's like adding logs to the fire when you take uh, um, these snacks, processed snacks, sugary sweets, and these over greasy, oily foods, right? It makes your inflammation burn hotter and longer and longer. Any questions? No, great. Let's move on. So now we want to talk about calming the inflammation, right? So on the flip side, there are foods that act like firefighters. Now, what do firefighters do as far as you are aware?
Put out fire.
Put out fire, put out fire. Okay. Go to the head of the class, get an A, right? So there are foods that are like firefighters. They will help to douse inflammation and help your body find its balance again, right? And these are the anti-inflammatory foods that we are talking about. Anti-inflammatory foods. So we want to kind of highlight or shine a spotlight on these inflammation soothing superheroes, right? You may want to take a picture of this with your phone or what have you, a screenshot. All right. All right. Number one, colorful fruits and veggies. Colorful fruits and veggies. So think of vibrant fruits and veggies like berries. Now, berries are really, really good to fight inflammation. All type blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, you name the berry. They're really, really wonderful, right? Anti-inflammatory. So think of uh, the vibrant fruits and veggies like the berries, your leafy greens, and the bell peppers as your body's best friends, right? And a quick tip, when you have a bell pepper like the one you see there, you can easily cut off the top of it, right? And stick the tip of it with a cut around it, the cut. Stick the tip into the ground in some wet dirt and cover it. And it's going to grow new pepper trees for you. Very, very simple. All right. So
Mm.
these here are your body's best friends because they are packed with antioxidants and phytochemicals that fight inflammation and keep your immune system strong. And antioxidants are very simply when you eat certain foods or you are around people who are frying lots of foods, there's something called free radicals that goes up into the air, and these could possibly form or encourage the cancer cells in your body to grow. That's why you want to stay away from too much greasy and fried foods, right? So think of antioxidants, I beg your pardon, think of free radicals as one of those huge trucks that have those big cranes with a big metal ball that they use to knock down buildings. And it's driving down your town center with all those tall buildings. And as it drives, the ball is just knocking buildings left and right. right? That's what free radicals do to us. The antioxidants and the phytochemicals help to fight off the free radicals and fight off inflammation to keep your immune system strong, to keep your immune system strong. All right, number two, healthy fats. Healthy fats, right? So you can see here from here that we don't need to be afraid of fats, of the healthy natural fats, right? The good kind of healthy fats, like avocados. Of course, if you want to lose weight, you don't want to eat a whole avocado in one meal. It's a fat. It's a healthy fat, but it's a fat, right? So if you want to lose weight, you can probably cut the avocado in half, wrap the other half in some saran wrap, put it in a bowl, put it in the fridge, cover it, and cut the half in quarters and eat one quarter with each meal, right? To balance off if you're losing weight, right? Okay, so don't be afraid of the fats, the good fats, they're good for your body. Just be moderate. Just be moderate, all right? So foods like we said, avocados, flax seeds. Flax seeds are very, very good for a host of different things. Flax seeds and nuts. All right. Now, when we talk about nuts, we're not talking specifically about peanuts. Peanuts, you want to eat that in moderation. Right. It's very fattening, and there's not a lot of nutrients in the peanuts. In the cashew nuts, in the walnuts, in the uh, that nuts we make milk with. Trying to remember the name.
Almond.
Almonds, almonds, right? They are packed with nutrients, right? Walnuts, almonds, pistachio, cashew nuts, powerful, right? They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, right? Which have powerful and anti-inflammatory properties. So with every meal, you should eat about a handful of these healthy nuts, right? You
What
got to
about
balance that.
soy?
I'm sorry?
What about soy?
What
Soy
about
milk?
what about soy? Are you asking if soy is a nut?
Yeah, is soy healthy?
Well, that's debatable, right? That's debatable. Depending on what type of soy, because now they're making soy in the lab.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you want to you can easily make your own cashew nuts, I beg your pardon, your own milk with any of the healthy nuts, especially the almonds. Right? You can just soak it overnight, put a little salt in the water, and when they get soft, probably 12 hours soaking, then you can blend it, right? And make your own milk. Make your own milk. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So where was I? Right. So these healthy fats help to dial down inflammation and support your body's natural defenses, right? Natural defenses. Healthy fats, healthy fats. Don't let your medical doctor who does not know about nutrition tell you you can't eat these healthy fats. You can eat it in moderation. You need it. Your body needs it. Your body needs it. All right. Whole grains, whole grains, whole grains, right? So the idea here is to swap refined carbs like white bread, and now we also have to include wheat bread because the wheat that is being used to make wheat bread is now not real wheat like we grew up knowing. All right.
Mhm.
So we have to learn and relearn to make our whole grain bread, your pumpkin bread, your carrot bread. I mean, you can just go crazy making your own breads at home. You can find easy recipes on YouTube. I also have a cookbook sold on Amazon. You can contact me if you need to check it out, or just go to Amazon, type in my name, and it should bring up the cookbook. All right, some good stuff in there. All right, so you want to swap the refined carbs like wheat bread and sugary cereals for whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats, and of course any kind of grain you want to bake it on the lowest temperature of your oven for about 2 hours, right? To burn out the what do you call it? Nadej, help me.
Mm.
The what do you call this thing?
Acid.
No, no, not the acid. The
The
gluten, the
gluten.
gluten, the gluten. All right. Any unless it's whole oats, you want to put it in the oven for about 2 hours on the lowest burner to burn out the gluten. All right, burn out the gluten. All right. So these fiber-rich foods not only keep you full and satisfied. That's why you can eat 2 meals a day, right? When you don't eat enough fiber, you feel for a third or a fourth meal. But if you eat enough fiber in your breakfast should be your lunch food. You eat enough fiber, you will not be hungry during the day. It will keep you satisfied, right? So these fiber-rich foods not only keep you uh, full and satisfied, but they also help to lower the inflammation levels in your body. And they do this by helping you make smart choices at mealtime and loading up on anti-inflammatory foods. When you do this, you can give your body the tools it needs to keep inflammation in check and promote overall well-being. So they're also anti-inflammatory nutrients, right? So we need to understand the good stuff. So just like how your body needs specific foods or tools to put out a fire, it also needs certain nutrients to calm inflammation and keep your immune system in top shape. And these are key anti-inflammatory nutrients. Nutrients. Number one, we mentioned a while ago, omega-3 fatty acids. These are like the firefighters of your diet. Omega-3s are found, we said, in avocados, in walnuts, in flax seeds, and they help to cool down or calm down the inflammation in your body and support heart health. Support heart health. Antioxidants, right? So you want to picture the antioxidants as your body's defense team fighting off free radicals that can cause inflammation and damage your cells, right? You'll find these powerful compounds in colorful fruits and veggies and seeds like chia and pumpkin seeds, right? So we need to eat our food like a rainbow to get all of the phytonutrients in it, because every color is specific to certain nutrients. And probably next week, if somebody reminds me, I will go over, we did this probably last year, to go over the different colors in the fruits and what it does for your body. You want to eat your salads, what have you, in a rainbow of colors, all right? You'll find these powerful compounds in colorful fruits and veggies and seeds like chia and pumpkins.
You.
Yes? Somebody saying something? Okay. All right. So phytonutrients. Now, the word phyto simply means plant, right? Phytochemical, plant chemical. Phytonutrients, plant nutrients, right? So these phytonutrients are the plant-based superheroes that give fruits and veggies and herbs their vibrant colors and flavors. And they have anti-inflammatory properties, and they also help to protect your cells from harm. So you want to load up on bed. Like every morning, my wife makes a wonderful smoothie with blackberries, blueberries, pink berries, strawberries, all sorts of berries, and some nuts in there, right? So sometimes for breakfast, I drink a jug, a small jug of that. I might also have a banana as well. to stay healthy and look young. Looking this good is hard work. Somebody say amen. All right, I'm by myself on that one. All right.
Amen.
Thank you, baby.
Amen.
Thank you. I want no more lady amens. My wife already testified. Forget you all. Please. Wouldn't give me an amen? Selfish. All right. Yeah, so you want to load up on berries, leafy greens, and herbs like turmeric and ginger to get your daily dose. Now, there's somebody writing on my screen. Somebody has a child with you and they're writing on my screen. Please look to that and desist from doing so. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So there are sources and supplementation. You want to talk about that, right? You want to talk about how to get these nutrients into your diet. So first of all, there are food sources, right? So the best way to get your anti-inflammatory nutrients is through whole foods. What's the best way to get your anti-inflammatory nutrients into your body? Okay, sister. So remember, you're talking in tongues now, and I don't have an interpreter. I didn't quite get you. What is the best way to get your anti-inflammatory nutrients? I just said it a while ago. Through what?
Whole foods.
Whole food, through whole foods, right? So you want to incorporate a variety of omega-3 rich, colorful fruits and veggies, nuts, seeds, and herbs into your meals every single day. Now, let me say this, right? Since I think it was 1939 or thereabouts, don't hold me to the exact date, United States government has declared that the soil is no longer nutrient rich as it used to be years ago, right? And so now you may buy some vegetables from New Jersey, you may buy some from Michigan, and they would not have the identical nutrient content, right? Because the land in different places is now almost deplete of these nutrients. Okay, so we must find another way to get it. So we still want to eat the whole foods by God's grace, but also we have to supplement. Right? So sometimes it's hard to get enough of the nutrients from the food alone, and that's where supplements come in. So seed-based products from Rain International can be helpful additions to your routine, but it's always best, of course, to talk to your healthcare provider before starting on any new supplements, right? But these are three of the main supplements from the company called Rain International that I recommend to our clients, right? You have the Soul and the Core. These two are the flagship products of this company. They're all seed-based. And you also have the Bend, right? This is specific for cognition, for any kind of a joint problems that you're having, for arthritis. I mean, for a plethora of stuff, right? The company, if you go on the website, you can see all what the ingredients are. And they said for each of the products, they'd let you know that it's geared towards reducing inflammation, right? To help to reduce inflammation. So I recommend these supplements to my clients. You can take my recommendation, or if you find others elsewhere, more power to you. More power to you. All right. So I want you to visualize your options, right? So imagine, so first of all, we imagine our bodies as a high performance car. Now, I want you to imagine your body as a garden. And these nutrients that we talked about are the seeds you plant to keep your garden thriving. So by nourishing yourself with a rainbow of foods and maybe a sprinkle of supplements, you are giving your body the tools it needs to furnish and fight off inflammation, right? So I want you to remember this, right? It was Hippocrates that said this: let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Somebody help me to understand what this is saying, or what you understand from what it's saying. Somebody, a brave person, quickly.
Eat healthy foods and we won't need the pharmaceuticals.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Mm.
What this code means to you?
Foods are medicine in itself if it's properly selected and prepared.
Okay, all right, good. So remember that food is medicine, and what you eat can have a big impact on how your body feels and functions. And by focusing on nutrient-rich foods and considering supplementation when needed, you can support your immune system and promote optimal health and vitality. So we want to understand the big picture, right? So there's some lifestyle strategies for inflammation reduction. So now think of your lifestyle as the foundation of your health, which it is. And so just like a sturdy house, like the first picture here, needs a strong foundation, like the third picture here, your body needs healthy habits to keep inflammation in check and your immune system running smoothly. So we want to talk about three things in particular: stress management, sleep, and exercise, right? And their importance. So first of all, stress management. Stress is like fuel for inflammation. Stress is like fuel for inflammation. That's why the doctor will tell you, if you be diagnosed with cancer or diabetes or one of those other diseases, to try not to be around stress. So we are saying that inflammation is the foundation of 90% of diseases, and stress is fuel for inflammation. All right. So should we be stressed? I mean, we have stressful situation, but what should we do? Well, the first thing you could do is to try to manage your stress. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones that can trigger inflammation, right? Hormones carry messages from your brain to your gut and all over, right? And these can trigger inflammation and weaken your immune system. So finding ways to manage stress, whether it's through deep breathing, as you see on the left side here, right? Deep breathing helps that, or spending time in nature. These can help to keep inflammation in check. If you can go outdoors early in the morning, you have a little vegetable garden or a flower garden, go outside, get that fresh air, that first sunrise light is very good for the body, and talk to your plants. It is a de-stressor. It is a de-stressor, and the plants can understand you. Number two is exercise. Exercise, right? So movement is like a natural anti-inflammatory movement, right? We were made to move, and this is one of the reasons that God gave Adam and Eve after they sinned. I mean, before they sinned, they were tending the garden. It wasn't work, it was a joy. After they sinned, or after Adam sinned, as a leader, God gave them hard work to do. They got to keep moving because now their bodies are sinful, and the stress of remembering what they had done, right, in the garden and the beautiful home that they left would kill them fast because of inflammation. So God was being merciful when he gave them work to do. I thought somebody would have given an amen, but that's okay. You're all being selfish today. All right. So regular exercise not only helps to reduce inflammation, but it also boosts your mood, and it strengthens your immune system. So you want to aim for a mix of cardio, right? Like running or walking, right? Strength training. At Walmart, they have a nice box. I forgot to show it to you. I think for like $19, and they have about 4 or 5 different pieces of equipment in there. One is a skip rope. If you can't jump, they have a stretch rope. You can sit down or stand and just stretch. It's pretty simple. It's very inexpensive, and you can take it anywhere you go. All right. So you want to mix up with cardio, walking or running. You want to do strength training, help you to stretch as well, and flexibility exercises to keep your body and your immune system in top shape. The first thing in the morning, you want to stretch, right? Especially try to bend over the waist and try and touch the ground. Some of us haven't seen the ground in a long time, right? We can't touch the ground unless we fall down. But take it by degrees. Don't jerk, bend at the waist, let your arms fall down, keep your knees straight as possible, and just keep breathing. And every day, keep going down an inch, an inch, an inch, an inch. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Rayburn. You have your good moments. All right. So this is the box I'm talking about. You can get it at Walmart for about 19. Can everybody see that?
No.
Okay. Now tell me how to go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Wonderful, right? Wonderful. This has about 4 different exercises. As you see in the front, let me turn to the back. On the left side, you can see the 4 pieces of thing they have for push-ups. The one with the wheels is for your abs to roll, a jump rope, and a stretching rope. Right? See the man in the front here doing stretching on the left. This is about $19 at Walmart. Very simple, but very, very effective tools that you could put in your arsenal to use. All right? Just take it slowly, go slowly, everyday build. Don't try to get sexy like me in one day. Don't try, don't try. All right, where are we? All right, sleep, sleep, sleep. Now, sleep is when your body does.
Your video is off.
My video is off.
No, not the presentation, but you.
Oh, that's
We
why you.
cannot see it.
Okay, I apologize. That's why you all can see the box.
Yes, you're good.
Let me show over. Let me show over the box. All
It's
right.
going in and out.
Huh?
Now I see it. Yes.
Okay, see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's 19.95 or thereabouts at Walmart. You can buy it online as well. It's called the home the home gym kit. Right? The company is SPRI. I don't work for them. I just like the kit. Simple, and I bought it. All right.
Mhm.
Everybody see it? It's about 19.95. So it has 2 push-up bars, an ab wheel, a jump rope, and a resistance tube. So even if you can't jump the rope, you can still use this here, the resistance tube. Is very effective for stretching. I apologize for my video. I saved some of you a nightmare of seeing my face constantly. So you should tell me thank you.
Mm-mm.
All right, all right. So I said sleep is when your body does most of its repair work, right? And that sleep is if you get in bed by before 10 o'clock, right? From 10, between 10 and 12, 10 and 2, your body begins to repair or reprocess your major organs. If you are asleep, if you are awake, this doesn't happen. All right. So when you're sleeping, your body does most of its repair work. And when you get sunlight during the day, the sunlight acts as an X-ray machine. The sunlight puts markers on different parts of your body that needs to be repaired, that needs to be healed. And in the night when you're sleeping, your body goes to work on those areas that needs to be healed, right? But you have to be sleeping, right? And you want no Wi-Fi in the room, whatever, any device turned off. completely. It will mess up your body because our bodies will absorb those rays from the Wi-Fi when you're sleeping. Your body is like you're dead, and you need to absorb stuff. All right. So that's why in the night, if you have the flu or something like that, and during the day you feel okay, because your body's moving about. At night, when your body goes down dead, you're coughing and you're sneezing because the body is not active. Make sense? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So sleep is when your body does most of its repair work, including repairing tissues and regulating inflammation. Skimping on sleep can disrupt your body's natural rhythms, right? Your circadian rhythm, and lead to increased inflammation. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you watched the solar eclipse? Was it Monday or I believe or Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday. How many of you watched it? Just say me. Just say me. Me. How many
Watched
of you
it on
watched it?
TV.
On TV? Okay, fine. Let me ask you a question. How many of you felt a little sick on Monday, either during the eclipse or after?
I did.
Okay,
I
me
had no
too.
effect.
I'm sorry, you had no effect.
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I was a little sick myself, right?
I was reading and a lot of people were saying they were sick.
There we go. Right. So the reason for that is that your body got confused because of the darkness,
That's short.
and it messed up your circadian rhythm. Your body
Mm.
got confused because of the darkness, right? It's the same thing as wearing sunglasses for too long outdoors. It will mess up your circadian rhythm because your eye, especially if it's those thick, dark glasses, really dark, if you keep wearing it, you begin to feel sleepy, right? Because your eyes are being tricked, your brain is being tricked that it's
Um,
dark, it's time to go to sleep.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So you want to aim for between 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to support your immune system and keep inflammation in check. And I normally tell students you don't need to stay up 2 or 3 in the morning studying, right? Like when I was doing my first doctorate, doing my PhD, I was up one night, I didn't sleep at all, literally did not sleep, right? Now I know better, right? I know much better. So 2 hours of sleep before midnight is better than 6 hours after midnight.
mm.
All right. So if you work night, you pray and ask God help you find another job. And if you can't find a job in the interim, when you get home, you want to have thick, really thick curtains to shut out any kind of light from the room whatsoever. So it's completely dark to trick your brain that it's night. I must be quiet and cool the same way it is at night when it should be, so you can fall asleep. All right. So you want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep, quality sleep during the night to support your immune system and keep inflammation in check. And one little thing, let me say here, um, I've been saying this now for a long time, and it happened to my daughter. When you go to sleep at night and you get up to go to the bathroom, right? When you get up, you should not jump up and jump out of the bed and go to the bathroom. I have a colleague who died in the bathroom. He had a bad heart, but added to that, he died in the bathroom, right? One of our daughters got up about a week and a half ago, and we heard this loud thud. I came outside and she's on the floor, and it's like
Hmm.
she's getting a seizure because she didn't drink enough water, as I told her during the day, right? So she was a little bit dehydrated, and she got up to go to the bathroom without sitting on the bed like we told her for about a minute or so, allowing your blood to flow through your body and then get up slowly. She got up, she went to the bathroom, she came out, and she fell on the floor. And my wife and I had to take her and nurse her back to health,
Hmm.
right? Do not just get up in the bed at night when you're sleeping because your blood has been stagnant. And if you're honest, if in the past you have done this, when you got up, you felt a little woozy. Now, some of y'all might be drinkers and we think I don't know, but God will deal with you. But you may feel a little drunk or something. Your legs feel weak. It's because the blood was stagnant while you were sleeping. And when you get up, you have to give your body chance to catch up. It's like going into your car during the wintertime and just starting the engine and driving off. I know the modern cars warm up faster, but it's still advisable to warm the car up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because the oil might have gotten a little frozen from the coldness, and you don't want your engine not to get oil while you're driving. All right. So when you wake up, you want to spend probably about, you want to hang your legs over the bed while you're still lying down for about 30 seconds, 40 seconds or so. Then sit up on the bed, relax for like a minute, minute and a half, then get up slowly and go to the bathroom. All right. Word to the wise is sufficient. All right. Here are some stress management tips. Some stress management tips. Practice mindfulness, being aware, right? Sitting down and reflecting on what's happening around you for a few minutes every day, or get a Bible text. All right. Read the text and do like the sheep, ruminate on it, bring it back up, regurgitate it. One verse, right? Stress management tip. Number 2, take regular breaks to stretch and relax, especially during busy or stressful times. Number 3, prioritize your activities that bring you joy and help you unwind, like spending time with loved ones or engaging in hobbies. So our 2 daughters, I am their play toy, even a 16-year-old. Okay. I have to give horsey back ride. I mean, they keep me young. I'll be 56 in December, and they think I am 16. Okay? They don't care about my aches and pains. All right? All right. Next, here are some exercise ideas. Find activities that you enjoy, whether it's walking or playing a sport, right? Uh, Schedule regular exercise sessions into your week and make them a priority. So, for example, the church, one church that we visit, they have a cricket team. And for those of you who are not aware of what cricket is the opposite of baseball. All right. So, and right now they're looking for ladies. So if you're in the Atlanta area, on every Sunday we are there from 2 o'clock. They're inviting the ladies to come out as well. All right. So I go on Sundays and try to stretch my old bones, try to stay young, to get my exercise and my fresh air and sunlight. So I'm getting a lot of things out there. So mix it up and keep things interesting and prevent boredom. Here are some sleep hygiene practices. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, free of any Wi-Fi devices, and quiet to promote restful sleep. Limit screen time before bed. So at least half an hour before you go to sleep, you want to be off of any screens and avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime, right? If you want to lose weight, your last meal scientifically should be at 3 p.m., no later than 4 p.m., your last meal. And it should be a light meal, right? It takes between 4 to 5 or 6 hours for the food to digest in your stomach. That's if you have not drunk any liquids with your food, especially cold liquids. Then that time will extend another 2 hours because the body has to warm up the body from the cold drink, right? Or even with a hot drink, it has to get rid of that liquid before it digests the food. You want to go to bed with an empty stomach because your digestive system is the most overworked system in your body. And if you go to bed, even if you go to bed at 8 p.m. and you have food in your stomach, your digestive system will be working all night to digest that food. And when you awake the next day, you feel tired That's because your digestive system is working all night. That's why in the hospital, they give you your last meal at 6 o'clock. Of course, they are still 3 hours late. All right. But if you want to reverse your diabetes, want to lose weight, your last meal should be at 3 o'clock, no later than 4 o'clock. All right. All right. So I want you to visualize a balanced lifestyle. So imagine now your life as a puzzle with each piece representing a different aspect of your health. By fitting together stress management, exercise, and sleep, you are creating a picture of vibrant health and well being. All right. So, thank you for being with us this evening. I pray that we were able to add value to your life in some way, shape, or form. So, if you find a need to contact us, here's our contact information, our website, raisemylid.com, or you can call us if you're out of the country. You can call us on WhatsApp, but we are here for you. I keep forgetting to also advertise my new device. It's called a biophilia tracker. Right, it's right here, hooked up to my computer. I don't know if you can see this. 1 second. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So that's my biophilia tracker, and this device is connected to my computer. And what it does, every organ in your body, every uh, cell in your body gives off a certain frequency of
It timed
energy.
out a while ago.
All right. And this machine picks up that frequency. And because it can pick up the frequency of your body, is able to tell you uh, what is coming based on the frequency level of your particular organs or your blood cells, right? So it's like a kind of predictive mechanism. It's not a medical device, it is a scientific device. And I also have clients all over the world, actually, in Holland, in Guyana, in Trinidad, all the United States. And all of these here are photographs of people, of my clients. For those who are not in Atlanta, I have what is called a DNA box, right? A DNA box that's attached to my biophilia scanner. And when I get a photograph of the person, I am able to scan the photograph and pick up the person's DNA. And the machine can now scan somebody who is thousands of miles away with accurate prediction. All right. So if you're interested in this, give me a call and we'll see how we can help you. But I have a lot of clients who can give um, good testimonials of what you have done for them in their life, right? Their life. All right. So thank you again for being here. Are there any questions or comments before we close
Yes,
off?
yes. May we see a picture of your book, the cookbook? I was trying
Ooh.
to find it online, but I'm not seeing it.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
Stop.
Give me 1 second. And you went to Amazon?
I did.
Wait a minute. I think I have a picture on my other computer. Okay, 1 second.
Or if you could text it to me,
Yeah.
that would be.
There might be some other people who are saying the same thing you're saying. So let me try to bring it up
Okay.
quickly.
I'm going to mute a little while. My brother is here and he's very noisy.
Will the spelling of the name dedicate.
Okay, no problem.
As everybody should have a copy at hand.
What happened? It's over? Hello? Hmm.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Good,
Oh,
good evening, Sister Irina. Good to see you.
this is Sister English.
No, no, no. My one of my previous members from
Oh,
Texas is on, and I saw her on, but she wasn't hearing me.
okay. Yeah, for a while, I
Okay.
lost you.
All right. Can you see my screen now?
I can.
All right. So this is the book, 15 Tasty Vegan Recipes for the Best Way to Lose Weight. All right.
Okay.
This
Got it.
one, yeah. This you also have a Kindle edition. So I guess so. You can just check it out. I'm not sure how Amazon has arranged it, but you can check it out. All right.
Okay.
15 tasty
Thank you.
recipes, vegan
Hmm?
recipes for the best way to lose weight.
Suppose the person don't want to lose weight, sir.
I'm sorry?
Suppose the person don't want to lose weight.
Okay, so then add some avocado to the meal.
Don't want
That
avocado.
one with avocado.
Pastor,
Yes, ma'am.
avocado. Okay. My mother's church, the pastor was saying we shouldn't sleep in the dark. We should have a little night light. And say man prefer
Darkness rather than light.
darkness because their deeds are evil. So there have some people who will not sleep in the dark room. They have to have a light no matter what.
I can't sleep in light.
Well, bless his heart. Bless the
Exactly.
pastor's heart, right? I'm not sure what he is talking about. Is he a medical doctor or naturopathic doctor or anything of the